Hello and thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunnysun with this week's astrological report. And we begin on Wednesday, October 15th, 2014, where we have some very positive aspects. And we'll move around the chart and really give an in-depth reading on Wednesday. So we begin with the Sun. The Sun being our central core, our confidence, our gravitating force of illumination, and our playfulness, our joy to life, and just really creative aspects are the expression for the Sun that symbolizes good confidence. And then we have planet of Mars making a sextile to the Sun, and these two planetary, Mars being a malefic and Sun being a benefic. Well, we have a good relationship with other people, with ideas, with leadership, possibilities, with Sun making us realize that our confidence, our individual, our willingness to be bold and dynamic and confident and active, and in positive light, symbolizes a connection with people that will make us realize our spiritual integrity, our dimension that involves creative vitality. These energies in the lives of others, we can take a more excessive way, an excessive way in these orders, in these persons that we can tell that they mean so much to us. This new level of understanding, these people, the Sun being, of course, that signifying of that represents this developing ego of confidence, of authority, and then Mars, the planet of aggression, of the urge, the sexual urge that's coming up within. So this is a rising of development. So in a singular perspective, this could take part into spirituality, taking a more developed a maturity in these. Can lead to feeling of releasing these energies into the other person, like making them feel like you're full of confidence, radiating your true light with authoritativeship, a good way that we're being in good ways seem to be the way that we're developing our sense of authoritativeship. So we have a strong sense of confidence, and then sextiling will like to be agreeable with the people around us, and this makes us courageous, this makes us confident, this makes us able to really enjoy our sense of really abundance into the mass, in moving ahead and forward with life. With every trial, with every tribulation, we realize our self-confidence that represents the people, the new ideas, that seems to open us in a progressive and a forward-moving way. So the commanding force is rising above and realizing that our light is within, and then our urge, our excessive, our channeling, our development is into leading people on their way to freedom with good ways that we can show this sense of agreeableness that resorts in moving ahead. So you have great leadership skills at this time. And so we move on with, well, we have Moon trining Chiron, which is a good healing, good self-modalities, real balance now, that enables us to really put our emotions forward in healing. And then Moon squaring Venus. Well, that it means that there is usually involves the emotions of relationships towards others. Venus, of course, being feeling agreeable, feeling in harmony. And then the Moon, our emotions, our sense of instinctively being realized that there seems to be a fear in closeness towards a partner, towards relationships, towards others, or our family, or the limitation seems to be brought up at this time. Hello and thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunnysun with this week's astrological report, and we begin with Wednesday. We have a couple of strong placements at this time. We have the moon squaring Uranus, and we have moon trining Saturn. And so let's move forward and let's discuss a little bit about moon squaring Uranus. Well, moon, it's about our emotions. It's about bringing up some frayed hurts, some past wounds coming from early environments, or having the emotions reserved, and as we apply self-nurturing, applying healing, we express those in any way and in an integrated form. And we have Uranus, planet of unpredictability, the planet of freedom, of not submitting to oppression, of really going out and expressing and release of some kind of change that results in unconventional thinking, of creative thinking, of sparking ideas. And we have a big transformation this week with moon squaring Uranus. Well, the Uranus, the square, seems to make us make a lot of effort in what it is that we're trying to accomplish. With moon, of course, our emotions seem to symbolize some past conditioning that resorts from society telling us to submit to family, some type of acting to dealing with, and really making us in whatever way fearful of really releasing. So Uranus helps us release in this way our emotions into the process of self-discovery. And with moon squaring Uranus, this is a time where you don't want to be challenged or afraid. This lets you go out and express that individuality, to live creatively, to show the way out, the road less traveled, so to speak. And so you'll make that change, you'll make those opportunities in enriching the lives of others. With the moon, emotions, that sort of thing becomes that buildup of energy. That energy that involves integration, that involves good emotions, where we will see our way into situations. And in the middle of chaos, in the middle of unpredictability of all possibilities, we find that spark, we find that excitement, we find that change. And through discovery, we cannot tolerate past living, past pain. So the moon, of course, everything that is shown upon, it reflects. So this is a time where you are certain of the way you're going, of that lifestyle, of those habits, that new sort of self, that new environment, that early beginning of greater change in one's life. So that buildup of energy is written with the square. The square means that many things are open to call, and so you express Uranus. The Uranus is about releasing yourself, about the individual, choosing the individual minds. And so Uranus, you'll promise that you'll go that way, and you'll go with that energies. And Uranus and moon squaring Uranus, it means going through the chaos, moving yourself forward. It doesn't matter who or what caused you that problem. You're out there expressing yourself, channeling that emotion that demands your freedom. So you call yourself and feeling yourself that whatever happened, whatever system, whatever society tells you can't do, you're out there with so much energy using this and involving yourself with anyone, with any society now. And Uranus is about shock. It's about emotionally shocking people. And on the negative side, if you have some domestic problems and domestic affairs, that life tends to be very unstable, it's very erratic. You're not able to really keep grounding. You can't ground your roots on family or that part of life that was before. It doesn't suit you well. So you're trying to shake things up and come out with some idea that would revolutionize. Keywords: Uranus, revolutionize, evolution, individual freedom, spontaneity, creativity, lightning, spark, those sort of things in relationships when we go out and express what we truly feel in marking our part of the earth. Hello and thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunnysun with this week's astrological report. So we begin with Wednesday. We have a supportive aspect between the planet that involves our emotions, the moon, and Saturn that defines our structures. And so we begin with Saturn will be well disciplined, our emotions will be balanced, we'll have our emotions warm, and we'll have the buildup of structures and the expressions with how we deal with people and how comfortable can we deliver our emotions. The expressions of emotions and the structuring. So we'll find that our careers, our positions in society or in public areas will be we'll have a significant aspect that will tend to really wait for the build-up. Will give you the clarity, will give you that structure that in worse situations you would have the feeling that of everything would be thrown out of proportion and chaos, disintegration, pulling yourself apart in the emotions. And at this time, with Saturn being the good helper between our emotions and our responsibilities, giving us a really integrated form and feeling comfortable in showing up and feeling comfortable and at ease. You'll be keeping yourself busy. You have yourself and your mind and your emotions really know how to be really comfortable. And you face any difficulty with good, comfortable ease, and the flow between these two energies are very, very integrated. You're flowing with your emotions. You're putting up good sense of variety, good sense of emotions when things become a little bit discontent. These energies really keep you grounded, really keep you integrated, really keep you at that level that you're working with. Any executive work, any positions of authority, any success, any authority, because Saturn will help us with going into the disciplinarian in comprehending, in going through life, in professional, in filling up some place in society. So our professional roles, that success, that practical vision, achieving, comprehending, these sort of situations seem to really offer quite a possibility if only we harmonize and we integrate well with ourselves, with others, with society, and you'll be granted those wishes, you'll be granted that possibility, those achievements. And with the moon, sometimes will show us what are our challenges, what is breaking us apart, with enabling us a different phase of acting, more integration. What is our basic stimulation? What are instinctive roots? What are what are the difficult efforts that result in things falling apart? How can we reflect better in our occasions? What are the seriousness? What are disciplinarian acts? Of course, Saturn gives us the runabout things of what are the tangible, what are what is distinct from this, gives us the how can we relate. Saturn likes to relate to people of great social prestige, thinking about traditional seriousness, efforts, how to apply that in society. What is that I am, that figure, that authority? It keeps us grounded, it keeps our responsibilities, it keeps us organized, practical. Saturn, the great taskmaster, the teacher Kronos, keeps us learning new skills, applying new skills with perseverance in any practical affairs, with domestic lives. You keep yourself warm, you keep yourself agreeable, nothing too out, really setting us back into showing us a way of doing things. So the abilities, the talents that go into applying this into business, into society, in the greater affairs, you'll love to carry on with those people. Hello, and thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunny Sun with this week's astrological report. We begin with, on Thursday, the moon entering the constellation Leo, where it's okay to be extravagant, it likes to be center of attention. It's very favorable with good relationships. The fifth house represents eroticism, sexual attraction, kids, creativity. You like to express yourselves in the arena of theater, being in the spotlight, being the center of attention. Really all-encompassing, good favorable conditions that comprehend an easy turnaround. At this time, you'd like to base your emotions on security, on how to relate to others in a favorable way. So we move on with Sun conjunction Mercury on Thursday, and this is a very good time for any personal planets like Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus, and Moon. And the conjunction means it impacts the individual, it impacts the way we characterize ourselves. So when the sun is a formation of our ego. It is the concentration that absorbs energy. And when Mercury absorbs energies of communication, it likes to speak about itself. It likes to perform. It's dynamic with words. It's a great conversationalist. Mercury is very articulate, witty, likes to link many observations, likes to perceive, likes to introduce new kinds of skills. The intellect is marvelous. Everything is great and powerful. And Mercury also deals with communications, ideas, linking, everything that conveys new ideas, thoughts, articulation, that sort of thing with the Sun in Mercury. And we begin with these sort of characterizations with Sun and Mercury being ability to speak proudly, joyous. The communication doesn't lack any objectivity. It's very good. Mercury is about being happy. It's good cordial spirit. It brings communications and agreeable conversations into meetings, into social gatherings. And the third house, the air signs. It's very, it likes to deal with the development of how we speak, of how we relate to others, and how we create new ideas for another person. So at this time, we can be seeing this. We can love talking. We can be pretty much self-absorbed of our own selves with the ability. At this time, all Mercury ruled signs would have ability to speak proudly and really from all types of communications. Occasionally, these type of aspects have a clear mind, have the objectiveness. They don't lack any objectivity. They have a strong focus. They have the strong scope. They have their views, and they can link up many types of minds into perfect dynamic way. So they're very quick. They're active. Of course, we have Mercury and the Sun, which is our true self, and enjoying and expecting just to have fun. And Mercury is about words, so we'll be placing the matters into our actions, into writing, into journalism, broadcasting, theater, the Sun, that kind of thing. So if the attention is elsewhere, it won't be out there. It will be centralized into that various things that come about. So you'll try to produce your own things. You'll like to produce your own articles, your own self-identity with Mercury. So you have pretty much your own self to worry about. Your basic needs or goals are right there. You nail it. You nail every word. You give everything to other people, any type of things. Mercury is very detail oriented, so it's exact. Mercury likes to work in attention. It likes to begin to construct ideas between the self of others, between the self and the world. It's very unique. It's a very unique planet. And Mercury, of course, intelligence is marketed with great directness through the mind, through the knowledge, and how we speak. Thank you for watching.